Gabriela and it's a bit Jaroslav. Uh, so welcome, sir, ma'am, to this session, Gabriela and Jaroslav, sir.
Jai Gurudev.
I'm just very confused right now because can you tell me the perfect pronunciation of your names? Because it might happen that I may pronounce it very in a wrong way. So it will help me also.
So my name is Gabriela.
Okay.
Gabriela, yeah, Gabi.
Gabriela. Okay.
Gabriela. Or Gabi. You can just call me Gabi. It's okay.
Yeah.
Gabi. Okay. And sirs, Jaroslav?
Yeah.
Is it right?
Better is Jaroslav.
Not
Jaroslav, but Jaroslav.
Jaroslav. Okay. So I think till the session goes forward, I will be expert on this. Yes.
Don't worry, Abhi. You know, like today, everything is so, I don't know. It's just, everything is like confusing. And like, I was like driving home from work now and I realized, I don't think we start in like 40 minutes. We start soon now. And then I realized the time. And I was like, oh my God, I am late. And I was like driving. And we just came both from work now. We are like, we should talk about balance between spiritual and casual life. And now we are totally out of balance because we just settle and everything is very so fast today and lots of work. And so,
yes.
But you know what's important?
Yes. Wow, smile.
Yeah,
yes.
You have nothing to lose when you do this.
I guess you have done all the things according to the situation. Means the situation now you are here. It's completely defining casual and spiritual life because you have done that.
We are so happy to be part of it again, and it's still amazing. I heard you that you are still doing it every day. I cannot believe it. It's like your commitment and Sankalpa is like really, I bow down to you, and this is like really a big gift to everyone. So do appreciate everybody.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I would like to tell you that this all things started with the first session of yours. Your session was the initiator, I can say.
I hope this is not the last one. You continue.
No. Obviously.
So how many people we have? Wow, 25 already. Yeah, maybe some people from Europe also joined, from our country and from other countries. I don't know.
Yes. So I would like to tell you about the audience over here. All the people means who are watching on YouTube also, this session is also live on YouTube. And all the people on Zoom also. Okay. All the people are dedicated and highly devoted towards the mission and vision of Gurudev. And as you have wore that shirt of smile, our mission is to bring smile on every face that we see. So, I would like to just quickly introduce you also to the group, you and sir. So, talking about Gabriela ma'am and Gabriela ma'am and Jaroslav sir. Gabriela ma'am, she is a happiness course teacher, AE, and yes teacher, and Shri Yoga teacher. And Jaroslav sir is a happiness course teacher and a website project manager. So they are here with us and we are so excited. They have joined from like oceans apart. We say overseas. So they have joined from Czech Republic, far away country, but Gurudev has bind us all together. So that's the beauty. So talking about the topic today, spiritual and casual life. It seems very easy, like, okay, we are balancing. But some situation comes when it becomes really difficult. Then we think like, let's leave this spirituality and let's focus on our day-to-day activities because our environment is not suiting it. Some situation happens. So how we deal with this, like when we are not trying to keep up the balance? Yes.
I wanted to start this way because when I started Art of Living, it was like nearly 10 years ago. For me, I lived my normal life without any meditations and like most people do. And then I came to Art of Living, and I suddenly realized, like, wow, this amazing gift of energy, of like lightfulness, and I felt so good inside. It was I wanted to stay in this space, but I realized, like every time I came home from the ashram, I like it was like a big fall from heaven to earth, like from heaven to reality. And for me it was so painful. I mean, like, how can I cope? How can I, like, put it together and like live it and still be balanced? And so it was really, I was really stressed about it, actually. But as time passed, I like the knowledge started to be more part of my life. I included like as much as I want, as I really needed, and as I felt like it's needed. And then I realized that actually um, the balance, it's not about like being somewhere in a heaven or on earth, but it's not about the place, it's about our state of mind. Because now if I go to the ashram, I take the same energy as I go there, and I take the same energy as I go out of there. It still stays with me. Now it's not like big bump down, but I I am somehow able to have to stay in this energy. And now, like, okay, it's a little bit nicer to be in the ashram, right? We all know. But then, like, it's okay, I accept, and then it's still, I bring it home and I have it here. So my ashram, you can see maybe in behind, that is Guruji. So and it's in everyday life. So it's like it became part of my life. And I cannot like really say how much it's enriching. And but at the same time, we live our like casual life. I mean, we are both people who go to work every day, and we live our normal life. And so it's not about like, okay, when you go get into spirituality, to be somewhere like, I don't know, to that you should like you like it, it's nice, but it's not about like staying in meditation for the whole day because I just don't feel now, okay, my energy is not so. But as Guruji also says, there is the very important is the rest, is the balance between rest and activity. Okay, you meditate, you feel, you charge yourself, and then you go out. And then it's the meditation is about this, about being useful in the world around us. Yeah. So it's not about like something that, okay, we come home, now we are spiritual, we go out, now we do that work. No, we if we meditate, we bring it to the work. We bring value to the work and to the space, people around us. So it's much valuable. And also like the whole life becomes like, it brings value. And whatever you do, when you are in the state of like, I don't know, balance, then it's the right thing. You do the right thing, because right thought will come. You are like the thinking is clear, the vibrations are pure, and in this state you spread it around you. So it's not only for you, it's for all the people around you. And this way, like this I take it, and it's very I don't know. I feel that only like, okay, if you take care of your feelings, you are responsible to yourself, and then you are responsible to people around you because you are responsible to yourself. So that has so much value, and that's the yes, that's the for me that's the keep the balance. Like, okay, like, whenever you are a little bit down with energy, you know how to charge yourself up, and you do all these things. But at the same time, not just being at home and like, okay, now I don't feel well, or so. No, meditate, do some breathing or whatever, and go and be useful. Yeah, it's not like I thought, okay, I will stay in the ashram because there I feel good. That was my thought. But then I was like, when I was like with Guruji once, and he said like, okay, you do more happiness programs, and he really pointed out my country, and then like to that it's not about okay, some people, yes, it's good, there is lots of work in art of living, that they are good, they are there and they do amazing work, but for some people it's okay to be out in the world and to spread the happiness, the positivity, and around. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share.
Jaroslav sir, you want to add something?
Maybe just one point came to my mind.
I was saying, yeah, you want to add something to this? How we can balance?
Maybe Gabi said a lot. Maybe just one point about. I remember sometimes I heard from Guruji. He said something like, "I teach you techniques that help you in your normal life. I don't teach you technique for how to say. If he." I expect that you don't want to stay somewhere in mountains and not to do nothing. In that case, of course, there are techniques. I know them. I can teach you them, but I expect, and it's right for me. It is true. You want to stay in your life, in your job, but how to say, to be more successful in it and to be able to move through it. Uh, so for me, how to balance is I got a lot of knowledge from Guruji. I know a lot of techniques, meditation, pranayama, and so on, so on. And I simply do it every day. I do it. I try to how to say, use the knowledge in my daily life. Of course, suddenly I realize, oh, today I had a lot of problems in my job, and suddenly I was like, and then I realized, accept the situation as it is, and suddenly the knowledge came to me again, and it was better. So this is how I feel it. And one point more. For me, it's a very good example that this is for me something like, because we all do every day our hygiene. I mean, body hygiene. How is it? Body hygiene. It's normal for us, but we often forget about the mind hygiene, or how to say it. Yes, and that's for me these tools are very important for me to do it. So find my time for meditation, for pranayama, and for other things.
Absolutely, absolutely. Means the way you have told, like, this is not for just yes, it will be okay, okay. So the way you have told ki this meditation is not for us means it is for others. We use that thing in our office also and other places also. Like you told ki something is wrong in the office, then we can say that okay, accept people and situation as they are. That's so nice. I just want to ask one thing, which is, I guess, very important. I have heard somewhere that in every 49 seconds in world, someone commits suicide. And we see a lot of people smiling in their Facebook profile, in their Instagram also they are smiling. But many people are suffering from depression and suicidal tendencies. So the people who are suffering from these things, what is your message to them? And how they will come out of this?
These thoughts, I think it's really like the people, they have to be in the really, I don't know, the bad state. But like hey, Guruji says, no, if you are thinking too much about yourself, go and do something for others. Yeah, because we are here we cannot take anything from this world. We came with empty hands, we go with empty hands, and so we are here to give. And if you have this, like, if you really put it in action and do something for others, then it's like so much merit come back to you, and that's the real happiness. It's like the happiness that you get from some things that you get, some I don't know, yes, material, whatever. Then it's like 1 point happiness. Another minute you lose it. But if you keep giving, if you give, so there is like this such a beautiful space open up, and I don't know, it's just the state of mind change. People look at you differently and everything. Yeah, I'm not a psychologist, so I bet like for those people it must be very hard. And yeah, but this is like one medicine for it, definitely.
And maybe I think that's okay.
Yes.
I think one point, because you told about people on Facebook, and usually you know your friends, or you should know the friends on which you have on Facebook as your friends. So maybe you should, or everybody should be sensitive and try to feel if it is really that your friend is really happy, or this is just a mask or something like that. So I think we need some sensitivity to feel it, and if you can feel it that your friend isn't okay, then you can try to help him, to speak with him, to show him that or to show her that you love her or love him. So I think we need some sensitivity, and of course, how to say, to really be with your friends, or to feel them, not just have them on Facebook and put likes or dislikes, but take care of them. I think.
Yeah, I mean, like, be active now. I mean, like, how to say, make yourself available for others. Make that like people know that you are there for them. That you have got these techniques. You have nothing to be ashamed of. It's so much valuable. There is so much research to do on it. There is if the people are afraid of spirituality, it's like nothing about to do now, because it's like so much scientifically proven that how much it helps. So you don't have to be like, you don't be ashamed, just open yourself with all these what you have in your hands and make it available for others. And you don't know how many people you reach or how many people they need it, you know. Even if you don't know the people, they like some of them appear and you will be like the, I don't know, life giver for them. So
Okay, someone is asking one question. You can unmute.
Yeah, I think to discuss, spirituality and casual life. I think someone is talking. Can you make them mute?
Can you please repeat the question? Your voice was a bit low.
Yeah, I was saying, in real life, if transition from spirituality is to casual, our application of spirituality to casual life is quite a bit difficult for normal people, because you may have all good intentions, to help people and support them, but sometimes it is perceived as your weakness, and people try to exploit that particular weakness of yours, and then that puts you into trouble. So how to address this kind of situation?
Jakože když jsou, že to může být jakoby tvá weakness, jakoby, že když tě lidi vnímají jako spirituálního. A jak to jakoby to... I don't know about the situation you have, but like people, I mean, like if you do these techniques, or if you feel yourself like it's like your strengths, it's your strengths now, because there is it's not about weakness, it's like yeah.
Maybe one point from my life, from my business. Yes, I've been doing something like sales representative or sales manager. I've been doing it for 20 years. And last 10 years, I've been working in a company. We create website and so on. It doesn't matter. But maybe I was very, very not too good in this job. And it's very, how to say, I would use a stronger word, but not too. And then I started with Art of Living, and I started pranayama and sudarshan kriya and this point. And my colleagues knew about it. They knew that I'm doing something for them very strange, and maybe I don't know what they think about me, but I didn't care. I did my practice and so on. And suddenly, it's about 5 years ago till now, I am practically the best sales manager in our company. And they, how to say, their view or their look at me absolutely changed, because they could see it in everyday life, that they see that I am better than them, and now they are interested in it. They ask me, what are you doing, and tell me about it more, tell us about it more. And usually when we have our meetings, I do for them bastrika and some meditation, and they like it. So this is how to say, maybe I don't know if it is answer on your question, but this is from my life. So as Gabi said, it's not your weakness that you do spirituality or something like that, just opposite. Yes.
And maybe I can connect it
Yes.
with the happiness program point. That is like, don't be a football of other people's opinion, because like, you know, people have different opinion, they change. Sometimes they feel it's your weakness because maybe in your action you weren't so strong suddenly, and they have immediately opinion about you. But how long does it take? Then it changed. How with it happened with Jaroslav, and it happens with us like everyday life, no? So just be centered, you do what is good for you, and keep like, don't lose sight of your goal, be yourself, and then you will see like, if the right people will stay with you. And like how Guruji says, no, like whoever you should be with, you will be with. Whoever cannot, it's like this. So just like,
Amazing. Amazing.
yes, I learned a lot like with this point, because I used to live other people's life more or less, and then I realized, okay, but I don't want this. And I lost many people, but somehow I was like, okay, but it's not me if I go behind them every time. It's not me. So, but and now when I feel more myself, I have the right people around me, and yeah. Then if you are your right self, you can inspire the right way. Otherwise, if you are like, oh, I'm like this, then
Yeah,
people.
thank you. I think that does answer my question, and I think that is what I have observed, that over the period of time, I start practicing what I learned in the happiness program. Then suddenly I realized that over the period of time, the people who we thought that should be with us, but we were not knowing for what reason they are with us. They were having, maybe having some reasons to be with us, but they found that that reason is not more no more there. They start leaving us, and now I think it is like getting rid of bad things eventually and having a right set of people with you. So I think you answered my question, and thank you so much for today's session. It helps a lot. I think it like we have sometimes some emotional attachment, or kind of emotional attachment, or kind of what we can say, bond with someone, and we are so concerned to give away that emotional attachment or bond, and that really creates problem. But if you learn and you focus on your goal, and then whatever we have been taught in happiness program, I think uh, then it becomes reality. Good things will live with you, bad things will live leave you. So yeah, so thank you so much. Yeah, it helps. Yeah.
Yes. Amazing, amazing. Yes. Coming on to the next, I guess it was a very nicely you have answered this question. Coming on to the next thing, in today's world, we see like in India, many people are youngsters, and when there is a age, they fall in relationships and all, and they suffer from breakups, and so many things happen. So I see both of you as a very dynamic duo and a amazing couple. So what relationship advice you'd like to give to the young generation so that they both can have a good chemistry and all?
Byla otázka?
Že jsme jakoby dobrý
No,
duo,
no,
že prostě co bychom doporučili jakoby mladým, aby jako měli jako lepší chemii. I would say, Abby, that it's actually it's not about chemistry. Because like people or maybe like more young people, right? Then they feel like, okay, they discover their I don't know, body and so, and then they feel attracted to each other easily. And if it's this attraction only on the physical or emotional level, then it drops like in some time anyway. Yeah, because you get somehow you know, give yourself what you need, and then buff. It's not, it's like, firstly it should be somehow what we have in common. It's like our common goal, and the life we live, like that fulfill us both on the same level, like what we do, the knowledge, or we support each other. And this, I don't know if it's like, I would say it's more mature even for me, what I have been through and what I am in now. So definitely this love is more mature than what it's, but I don't know, like uh, if even, yeah, like if it's applicable for young people right away, because maybe everybody has to go through some, you know, breakups and so. And you know how Guruji says, if a bud breaks, it becomes flower, and if a heart breaks, it becomes divine. So maybe it's good that once the heart breaks yeah, and then when there is the flower, it cannot break anymore. So then the real fragrance is there, and you find the real soul. I don't know how to, but
Sir, you want to add something?
it's like about, it's about also intimacy, because like in Yes program we teach what is the difference between sex and intimacy. And like if, and it's really good for young people if they realize this. So I would say really to invite everyone for Yes, or not only because of the topic, the course is is amazing on every level, but there is also this very delicate point, and they realized a lot. And like for me, I think, wow, it would be like useful a lot like maybe for, I think for everybody, because like we go through hormones like this, we are all human beings on it's, we are all the same, right? So if the young people have this opportunity to realize that there is like other option, it's not only about physical things, but to go deep a little bit in it, they can learn a lot, and it can help them to like to be more emotionally stable. And it's a big gift, like, I mean, that should be learned at school at first.
Amazing. Sir, you want to add something on this? Yes, yes. Amazing.
Shy.
Coming on to the next question I have, like we people, when we are in this path or not in this path also, then also we always want a safer side in our life. Like all the good things should happen to me and we should be always happy. But when we go somewhere, some bad thing happens, then we feel discomfort within. Like why this has happened? This I don't like why this is happening to me. So my question is, how to be always happy, and what is real happiness? And means we try so many things to be happy, but according to you, what is real happiness?
um, so it's also like a little bit connected to the previous question, because for me, when I was in one of Art of Living courses at the really beginning, they asked us what did you bring from happiness, what do you remember from happiness program. And the most important thing I remembered was like that to take like how to say, like in Sudarshan Kriya we say that to go beyond our senses. So don't look for the happiness in the sense of senses, because the senses are like, outer. But if you go beyond the senses, you go inner, and you find the inner happiness there. You don't get so distracted by all these things, and you know what is the real life, the real joy, where it's coming from. And it's kind of like to be dispassionate, or like, yeah, it's quite connected. And that's the way for me, how I perceive it. But from art of living knowledge, you can take any knowledge and it brings you to happiness. So if we go through every point, you you will find the inner happiness. So that was the first thing I remembered now. That's for me, it goes like, yeah.
Yes. Sir, according to you, how you see happiness?
One point just again came to me. I think if you feel that you are useful, that that you are doing something good for others, something what they need. In that time, I feel that I'm really happy. Of course, Gabi said sometimes I'm happy when, for example, I won something, but it's superficial, But I feel happy when I feel that I help others, and I think that's the real happiness. So.
And there is one video that Guruji shared also, and it's really powerful. It's about the happiness World Day, and he shares like, how can an individual be happy if like the family around him is not happy, if the city he lives in is not, there is some things, if the world is not happy. So it's what about Yarda said, like, if you feel the happiness, share it, and if you don't, go, and then the happiness will come.
Absolutely. It's great. The one thing I see, like, okay, we are happy also, we have our job also, but what is the importance of having a guru in life? In Western and in India also, many say that you be like your own boss. Why you want to follow someone? Like, but in India also many people think. So why a guru is important, and and how it enhances our life, how it improves our life, a guru. And if you can share a guru story also, it will be great, because we all love stories in Art of Living.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
The way I started in Art of Living, it is a guru story, right? And I will go further, because at one point I realized that I could not find any meaning in life. I was really desperate. I was like really depressed by the thought, because how can my small mind, like, do something like what I think is right? Yeah, like, okay, I might thought that this is good or so, but how do I know this is right? Because this is still me, like, and I realized, like, I really say I need a guru. It just came like this, and I didn't think about it anymore. In 1 month later, I met a friend of mine who I didn't see like 5 years. And I met her in a train coupe, and she told me about happiness program, about Sudarshan Kriya. And like, yeah, in a few days I did the course, and that's how I met my guru. So it's like guru doesn't, like, you don't choose him, he will choose you. You don't know how, but if he should be there, he will, you know, he will choose you. And the importance is like for me, it's now I really feel that I somehow I'm guided. He teaches you really, or he puts you in the thing that you have no way, but the ego will slightly drop and drop. And because the ego is our individuality, it's not, we all have it, it's nothing bad, but it's how we perceive ourselves, we each. But guru and the self is something beyond. So it's more powerful, it's more, and you want to be with it. You know, you want to be the instrument in this whole, yeah. Like if you are a little bit intelligent and you just give yourself, you surrender, because that's the life, he's the life in you. And if you want to like influence your own life with your own little small mind, then your life will be miserable. It's like soon, yeah, it's still, if we are stuck in our small mind, it's we create some episodes, and they come so and we don't know how to help out of it. So for me, it's like it's a really way to eternal peace and to eternal joy. And just, it's if like, I mean, like when you look at him, or when you know, is there somebody more like not intelligent, but like, you know, who would give you, he would inspire you more or something? There's like, I cannot see in the whole world anyone like this. So you want to have these people around, you know, who inspires you to be better person in the way you like. So I think it's great.
I would say it's for me it is maybe easier, not so spiritual explanation, but for me, for example, if I want to play a football and to be very good in football, I need a coach, I would say, because then you can move somewhere. Or you may think that I don't need a coach, but I think you will stuck somewhere, and your move and your improvement is very, very small, very little. And that I feel that some 7 years, 8 years ago, I realized in my 40 years that there is something like spirituality exists. I didn't realize it before, and somehow it came to me, and I feel I want to be good in it. It's funny to say this way, but that's why I need a coach, and Guruji came to me, and now I have a guidance, because and he helps me in everything, I would say. So that I feel it. And maybe one, I will ask Gabi. Wait, give me 2 seconds. Je guru story s vámi, že? Potom blessingu, když to není guru.
Yeah.
So I will tell you my guru story. Gabi knows it. 8 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, Swami Jyotirmaya came to Prague, and he had a meeting for us. And at that time, I think, yes, I did a happiness program maybe months ago. And then Swami Jyotirmaya came to Prague, and he had the meeting. And that time, of course, I loved Gabi So I came with her and be there and listen to them and do the meditation and everything. And at the end, they said something about blessing or something, and people came to Swamiji and he gave them blessing. I didn't know really what it is. And I asked Gabi, and she told me, go there and you just close your eyes and have some wish if you want. So I didn't know. It's strange. It's strange. Some I didn't know that, but I was there. So I came there and I have a wish. And at the time we were with Gabi, but we didn't live together. So, and my wish was that we could live together. So the meeting finished, and we came back to Pilsen. It's 100 kilometers, and we went through highway. And suddenly, Gabi just, Yari, or darling, can I ask you something? And I don't know if India, but when a woman tell you, may I ask you something, and can we speak together? In my head, I said, there is a problem or something like that. So I told her, oh, yes, okay, ask. And she told me, I thought about maybe, I don't know if you want or not, or maybe, what about if I live with you? I was driving, I almost stopped at the moment. I couldn't believe that.
It was like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was it. That was the story.
It's like when we are in the range of Gurudev, everything like starts manifesting what is our wishes and all. It's great. Like you wanted to be with ma'am, and you are there and you are teaching and inspiring so many people. It's great. And someone here wants to ask some question. Yes, you can unmute themselves and ask.
Yeah, sir, this is Gaurav Goswami from Haridwar, Uttarakhand, India.
Jai Gurudev Swamiji.
Namaste, ma'am. Madam, we had since childhood we had experienced that Westerners or foreigners always have a concept of eat, drink, and be merry. Enjoyment is a part of their daily routine. But now we are experiencing that there complete paradigm shift and sudden increase to an active participation in spirituality, from a kind of outer exploration to inner peace and journey. May I know the actual cause and reason behind it?
In like, you mean in Western countries?
Yeah, there in from Western countries we had experienced it. Their beliefs in more kind of outer exploration, but now they are coming back to and through the inner peace, inner journey, through the kind of means they're active involving in spirituality, and this is happening all over the world. So why this sudden increases also? We are the cause and behind. Madam, can I repeat the question again?
No,
It's okay. Abhishek, is it okay now? Okay, shall I repeat the question again?
No, I think it's okay. If I understood well, like you want to ask like how it happens that there is so much spirituality in the West and like people opening to it, right?
Absolutely, ma'am.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I think it's like I don't know, but how the world is open now to the travels and people discovering different ways, and India is now nothing closed, nothing what is like what was used to be. And so even the swamis and all spiritual other people, they go with guruji, right? And they share the knowledge and so, and like people really know that that it works, that they do something that that is so beneficial. And I think it's kind of a alternative way of how to be healthy, happy. It's somehow like how to how, because whatever is like, it maybe it's more connected to the body firstly, because everybody wants to be healthy and like this. And yoga like it's became more popular because you have got nice body if you do yoga and so. But behind it, behind yoga, there is of course something more, and people experience deeper I don't know, calmer state, and the state of mind is different. So they're like, they know now there is something more, and it spreads. It's like amazing. That's, yeah, it's maybe it's like all, like many people have yoga connected more to the physical level still, but even if you do the asanas or so, something opens, and they feel more like it, that it has some more benefits. And like, I don't, yeah, even if it's not yoga, even if it's like spiritual way, I don't know how what is this thing also actually, because like last day since I was I became interested in those things. There has been many people who has like spread spirituality in some way, and what is the right thing, I don't know. But I, like before Art of Living, I have done like some other spiritual things, but it's like, it's all to me that okay, that's people have like got some, I don't know, power, or they do some reiki, or I don't know, and then they think that they have like a lot of power, and but there is still like, I think, quite ego behind it, and so. But it's okay. But to have a guru, or to have like the real guidance, is I feel that this is the way. Like,
Great, nice.
I don't know really like what this.
Maybe I think life, or how to call it, life is naturally looking for a balance. And I think in Western years, these years and years ago, we were and are still very on one side. And the side is just make money and everything, just to, how to say, to enjoy, how to say, to enjoy yourself, how to say, to build a house, to make money, and just one point. And life, I think, maybe I'm not right, wants the balance. And so now, naturally, it moves this way, and that's why, how to say, suddenly from nothing, I would say, people feel or start to feel that, and come to them this spirituality, or I would say the opposite side. Yes, I feel it, that life is looking, and in Western we are really on this money, 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 money. Everything successful is that who has more money. If you don't have money, you are not successful. Only also now we are trying to find balance. Of course, you need money because you need some food and you need to live somewhere. And but But of course, the other part is also important, and maybe I'm sure Guruji feels it, and that's why he how to say, he wants to have more teachers in Western, in Europe, because he somehow knows it, that this is so needed in this time.
Amazing. Yes.
I don't, maybe in India it could be different, like in the other way, right? It's like because it's such a spiritual country, and the balance is might be on a lot, like that people believe like, and they don't care much about this like material things that are actually also needed, yeah. And like that's Guruji also do like in the other way in the India. So yeah, like Hayada said, that the balance is needed, and I think that Guruji is doing the right thing on where he feels it needs to be.
Amazing.
Means we can
Yes.
conclude here that materialistic life leads to nothing, and whereas spirituality leads to everything.
It's a balance, I guess they told. Yes.
Like
Yes, they told about the balance. Yes.
že vede ke všemu, nebo
Jak já mluvím, ty mi to odpovídáš anglicky, protože jenom tam rozumím, co říkám.
byli ti to
So,
říkal, že spirituál vede jakoby ke všemu, že to tak mají,
Jo.
a materiál jasný, že nevede k ničemu.
Gabi just
Yes.
translate to me.
Like
yes.
you mean in India it is like this, yeah, that spirituality leads to everything, or
No, as you told, like it's the balance between the both the worlds
Yeah,
that it is.
yeah.
Because
Yes.
like as the Krishi told, like there are techniques through which we can go to Himalayas, but we should live in this world, play our both lives and
Yeah.
progress. Yes. And now I would come to the most fun segment of our session. And in this, you both can participate at same time. And this segment is called rapid fire. In this rapid fire,
Okay.
you need to tell the first thought which comes in your mind.
No,
Okay. When I say these words, or when I ask this thing, yes. So my first question to both of you is, what was the first thought that came out from your mind when you saw Gurudev live in presence?
Light, I think. Light.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but my first he is so small.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Like the best means the best compliment you have both received while in a course, taking a happiness course from a participant, when you were taking a happiness course, the best compliment that you have received.
The best or
The best.
the first?
No,
The best.
The best compliment that you have received till now.
Okay. That I am strong.
Compliment.
And
Kompliment, když ti někdo dá kompliment, tak co?
Jak?
Co si jako...
about you?
Já jsem myslel, jaký je ten kompliment.
No, jaký je ten kompliment?
Ne, co... Jo.
Jaký kompliment si obdržel?
Any best compliment that you have received.
I don't know. The best for me that I can remember that the participants told me, I'm really grateful that I could be here. So, I would say.
A to byl...
No, kompliment, ne? Ne, kompliment, že je pochvala, protože jsem si nedovolil.
Yes. What my next question is, if a genie comes to your life and says your one wish would be fulfilled right now, So what will be your one wish?
A big center.
And yours?
To see Guruji.
Oh, so nice. So nice.
It's been such a long time.
Amazing. What you would advise to someone who is getting bored doing asanas and 3-stage pranayam and sitting in Vajrasan?
What?
Keep doing. Keep doing. It will change.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Don't give up. I think this is great.
Okay. Your best course in art of living. There are so many courses. Your best course in art of living.
Art of silence.
TTC.
TTC. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No way.
Yes. Any sales tip you'd like to give to a teacher or a volunteer who is trying hard to get participants for the course?
Sales tip.
Be natural, I would say.
What?
Be natural.
Okay.
No.
Ma'am, yours?
Um,
Any sales tip?
like I would say.
That's sales tip. I've been sales representative, and for me it's the best to be natural, to be not to pretend.
Yes.
I would say yes. Do even if you cannot be natural, do it. Just like don't be ashamed and give it.
And of course, listen to more experienced colleagues. I would say, don't try to explore a wheel. I don't know if it is in English, but aby se nesnažil objevovat. Don't to try to explore what is already explored before. In Czech we say, don't try to explore a wheel. So listen to others what is good for them, and try to implement it.
Yes. The best food that you like the most?
Food. There's so many ways, but I would say I can have pasta in any situation and in any day, and yeah, so it's pasta for me.
Maybe ice cream.
Amazing. Yes. Yes. The best place that you have visited?
Oh. It was hard, like Guruji says.
Amazing.
Best play for me is
Yes.
our new best place for me is our new center in Pilsen. I really like it. I'm sitting there, and I'm happy that we did it.
Yes. Your most fun moment in art of living?
Oh. A moment. Oh my god. That is
Gabi will translate for me. I did a course in sorry, there is.
Can you repeat? There was some noise. Yes, please repeat.
I did a course in Bad Antogast, and we did Seva, and there is in Bad Antogast there is a very, how to say, little scope. The garden is very this way,
steep.
steep. And
There is a steep
I was there with wheelbarrow, and I didn't want anybody to help me, but it was really hard. And I tried to turn, and suddenly I slipped, and there was a bush there, and how is this? I fell there, and my friends, they couldn't see me at all because I was in no time I was in the bush. And at that moment I was smiling. I just laughed. It was very funny for me. But they, Jaroslav, are you okay? Where are you? What is with you? And then I got back, and I'm happy. I just laugh, and it was very funny. But it was no time I wasn't there because it was very funny.
Amazing, amazing. Gabriela, ma'am, yours?
Yeah. I don't have such a funny moment, but one time when Guruji came, there was really such a uplifted energy, and we wasn't in the ashram, we were somewhere else, and we came back, and there was really a party in front of the ashram. There was so many people dancing. We were having such a rocking satsang, and it was the moment that I will not forget. It's it was so much light, so everybody was just themselves, and it was just because of the energy we came from the course, and we were just celebrating, and we just let go and I remember it was such a, yeah, I would like to be there every time I connect to it. So this is my sweet thing, but funny I cannot remember now.
Yes. My next question is, any line from Gurudev that you remember right now which inspires you every time? Like anything that Gurudev said, you always get inspired from.
No.
You told us to tell the first,
Yes,
not to think.
Anything that comes is coming in your mind.
Yes, not to think. So maybe I'm not sure if he told in this way, but first thought was to be useful.
Yes, absolutely. To be useful. He tells many times this thing. And this is inspiration for me also personally. Yes, and Gabriela, ma'am.
That's I'm not Horvanante now, so there is so many. But I think there is no giver of misery. There is only taker. There is nobody can give you misery if you don't take it.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Gabriela ma'am and Jaroslav sir,
We thank
for
you.
coming and having a session. It was so nice, and we all enjoyed. Now I guess so many people are watching live on YouTube also, and I guess 32 people are there still on Zoom. So at last, I would like to just say, any last message you'd like to give all of us who are watching on YouTube and Zoom?
Poslední věc, kterou bychom s nimi chtěli sdílet, poslední zprávu, kterou bychom chtěli předat.
I would say be really happy that how to say that we all can be here together, that you, how to say, somehow met in your life Art of Living and Gurudev. For me, it's the biggest thing. So be really grateful and understand or know that we are really fortunate that this happened for us, I would say.
Yeah, and make the family bigger, because you are here for some reason, and if you feel that you want to be here, if you are happy, then of course other people will feel the same. So give them, don't take it on only for yourself, but bring more people to, so we can be here for each other and just spread the happiness around. So this is the biggest gift have been given to you. Now you give it.
Amazing, amazing. Absolutely. Now, thank you so much. Everyone can now unmute themselves and we can express our gratitude.
Yes. We are grateful the most. We are so grateful.
Thank you. It was a very nice session. We enjoyed it. Thank you, both of you. Jai Gurudev.
Gurudev.
Yes. Yes.
It was an awesome session. We enjoyed. We laughed a lot. We had fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the answers that you gave were awesome. Really nice. That's good.
We all know it now. You all know it. But it's good if we share it. That's it.
We feel now that there are no barriers because of Guruji. He has brought us to a similar sort of a level where there are no barriers. We can talk to each other. So it's great. It feels great.
It is. That's true.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
People are
Jai
writing.
Gurudev.
We belong to you.
Oh, thank you. Same here. We belong to you.
So many people are writing so many messages on chat box also. Yes, everyone can unmute yourself.
Every answer giving by heart. That's good. Coming from heart.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yes.
And thank you, Abhay, for doing this. I'm like, I feel so fortunate to have met you, to have you as a friend, and to know that you are doing something for others and that you are all together every day. It's such a it's so amazing. Yeah, it's such a great sangha. So keep doing it, even if you are not in quarantine. That's the plus that this situation gave us. That otherwise, who would remember that we can get connected, right? This is amazing. We can do it.
Can you sing a song for us?
No.
Sing a song? No, but I will.
Small, little.
No.
Sing a song. Maybe I will. If I find it.
Still the time who are watching this session on YouTube, do subscribe the YouTube channel Sattva Talks for such amazing sessions and such amazing interaction. Yes.
Now close your eyes and everybody enjoy a little bit of
Vrindavan Chanda Anath राधे 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 गोविंदा वृंदावन चंदा अनाथ नाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंदा राधे 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 गोविंदा वृंदावन चंदा अनाथ नाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंदा पुराण पुरुषा पुण्य श्लोक राधे गोविंदा वृंदावन अनाथ नाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंदा.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Good one.
So
Nice one.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
So nice,
Jai
Sri.
Guru.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai
Good
Gurudev.
night.
So nice.
Jai Gurudev.
Nice.
Jai Gurudev.
Yes. Great. So thank you so much all for joining, and thank you so much Gabriela ma'am and Jaroslav sir for coming. And so we will stay as
Anytime we can join if you want. We will be glad to see you. Okay.
Amazing. So thank you so much everyone for joining. It's Wednesday, and thank you so much. ऐसे ही अभी बहुत देर बाद हिंदी बोल रहा हूँ मैं. ऐसे ही कनेक्टेड रहेंगे, जुड़े रहेंगे और कुछ अमेजिंग सेशंस करते रहेंगे. और आई होप ये सेशन आपको अच्छा लगा